The Hocking Homes team.
Hi, it's Ian and Caroline again from the Hocking Homes Investment Real Estate team here in Barry and at Keller Williams. And we're going to talk to the investor today about some of the common issues that we sort of see, some statements sometimes that sellers make about investment properties, and some of the kind of common questions that we often get. Right, Caroline?
Absolutely, and there are certainly, when people first start looking at investment properties, there are a lot of questions that people like to ask.
Terrific.
And they think they know the answer to. It's not always as straightforward as you think.
So let me ask you a question, Caroline.
Sure.
Down payments. If I'm buying a home and I'm not an investor, I can put down 5%. What about investment properties typically?
Typically, it's going to be a second property, so generally it is 20% down.
Okay, so non-owner occupied, 20% down.
Yeah.
Virtually no exceptions from that necessarily, if you're going to have an insured mortgage anyway.
For an insured mortgage, no. There are one or two rinky-dinks you may be able to work with, but generally, as a rule, it's 20% down for sure.
Okay, all right, terrific. What about second suites? We see a lot of income suite or in-law apartment. What does that mean? I mean, these things, are they different?
Generally, it comes under two rules. They're either sort of an income suite can be either legal, which means it's registered with the City of Barry or any municipality that it's under, or it's just there and the city don't know about it. So it depends on the investor's level of comfort, whether they want something that's legal or not.
Okay.
The legality will also depend whether or not you can include the income from that suite for financing.
Well, that's a good point. At the Hocking Homes team, we only recommend that you really invest in legal suites. It is possible to legalise suites now easier than it has been before. The legislation changed about a year ago. However, there's lots of complications with that, so it's important to get the right advice. So please come and see us if you have any questions about legalising a second suite. What other issues do we often kind of come into contact with investment properties?
Landlords are always asking if they can just up the rent. If it's been rented out below market, they say, I can purchase it and get the tenants to sign new leases and just up the rents. Is that possible?
Actually, no. You can't just increase the rent. So if you purchase an investment property, there's usually a lease in place, and the lease actually trumps the Real Estate and Business Brokers Act. So you purchasing a property does not nullify the existing lease. So the tenant really and truthfully has the right to live there. You cannot change the terms and conditions under which they are living there, and you certainly can't just decide to raise the rent because you feel like it. So before you get involved in a property that may have below market rents, come and see us and have a chat with us, and maybe we can offer you some advice in that direction. So there are many issues we could talk all afternoon.
Yep.
We really could. We could honestly, we could write a book on the things that we've seen and done. We should write a book actually. But to be honest, this is just skimming the surface. Give us a call, come and sit down with us, and we'll happily go through many of these issues that crop up quite a lot. So thanks very much. Give us a call, the Hocking Homes team.